Hey athletes, ever since my ribs started bugging me, I started thinking, what do I need to talk to my athletes about next? And the thing I want to talk to you about is ibuprofen. So, I really don't like taking ibuprofen. I would rather suffer, not in silence, because if you've been working with me the last couple of days, you know my ribs been bugging me, but I don't want to take ibuprofen. I don't want to take any painkiller if I can help it. And why especially not ibuprofen? So, ibuprofen's been out for a long time. Back in 2015, the FDA required ibuprofen makers to start saying that, by the way, it can increase your risk of stroke pretty significantly, to the point where, yeah, the FDA is making us change our label. Okay, so there's one, stroke, okay? We don't want you bleeding out either. But when it comes to fitness, okay, so yeah, ibuprofen is now starting to be linked with like kidney failure or potential kidney problems or different problems in your gut and other things like that. But let's talk fitness. So when we work out, especially when we're resistance training, so we're lifting weights, we're really challenging our muscles, possibly breaking them down, what's happening in your body is the workout itself, it's very damaging to your body, right? You're literally ripping your muscle tissue, okay? Especially if you're, again, resistance training. Your joints are being beaten up. There's a lot of problems that come from the workout, but all of the good quality things happen in your body's ability to recover from that. So your muscle tears, your body immediately, your immune system kicks in, and then you start to become inflamed, okay? There's swelling, okay? If you've ever done a really hard bodybuilding workout or just a really hard session, you get some puffiness, some fluid buildup, some inflammation. That's your immune system signaling your brain and trying to help start the process of recovering that muscle, that joint, that whatever, that skin tissue, whatever you did during that workout. Your lungs, your heart, many things in your body are affected in a very negative way, but again, it's the effect of you have this little bit of negative problem, okay, this breaking down, then you have this hormetic effect of all of your hormones just going crazy and taking all of that damage and trying to come back just a little bit stronger next time and a little bit stronger. You've probably heard the phrase, if you break a bone in the spot where it broke, it comes back stronger and harder. That goes for everything in your body, especially when we're working out. Now, ibuprofen blunts this, okay? It literally stops the inflammation from happening, okay? So, if you have to take something like this, you're not going to get as good of results from your workout as you possibly could. You might not recover as well. Yeah, your pain at this point, your acute pain might be dampened a little bit. Maybe your delayed onset muscle soreness goes down a little bit, your joint pain goes down a little bit. But again, you're actually preventing your body's natural ability from recovering itself. Again, you're not necessarily going to be able to come back stronger, okay? Now, it doesn't blunt it entirely, but it does blunt it. Now, through chronic use. Now, chronic, to a lot of people, they're like, I don't have chronic use. Yeah, you probably don't have chronic pizza eating disorder either, but you still eat it once a week, okay? That's chronic, okay? If you're doing it once a week, if you're taking ibuprofen once a week, twice a week, that's chronic. You don't have to take it every day to have the negative effects, right? If all you did was once a week eat 3 pizzas, guess what? You're still going to be fat, okay? Unless, of course, there are other circumstances where, 3 pizzas don't make you fat. But for the most part, 3 pizzas, even once a week, is going to make you fat. And a serving or 2 of ibuprofen every week is going to have some damaging effects. Again, your stroke chance goes up, there's problems with your kidneys, and just your body's ability to regrow muscle or even to grow muscle. You're really blunting that. Now, what can we do if we're in pain, Josh? Okay, my joints hurt, things like that. First of all, are you taking the right steps? Are you foam rolling before a workout? During your pain, are you foam rolling a little bit? Is there stretching going on? Are you in the sauna? Are you doing Epsom salt soaks? Are you icing, which can have a bad effect too? So if you are going to ice, make sure it's a few hours after your workout. Is your nutrition in check? If you're eating just a bunch of sugar and white flour, which is why we're doing flour-free February right now, if you're doing that, you're not helping, okay? You're only making your inflammation worse, okay? Worse in a way that you're going to feel as though you need to take ibuprofen. Again, some inflammation is actually a good thing. We have hermetic effects from it. But other inflammation is a bad thing. So again, make sure you're taking the steps to try to reduce your pain, and falling on the old saying of, well, I'm getting old, that's not good enough, okay? If your diet's terrible, okay, if you drink a lot, because that can cause inflammation like crazy. If you're not an alcoholic, but if you consume alcohol chronically, once a week, even a couple times a month, you're causing a lot of problems, okay? And then let's add in these drugs that we're taking in to try to reduce all of the problems, when we just could, instead of dealing with the symptoms, we could take care of the problem itself, okay? Your diet, what you're putting in your mouth, okay? So again, be very, very cautious when you're taking ibuprofen or other painkillers like that. Right now, what I'm doing for my rib, I'm doing sauna. I'm making sure I'm foam rolling it very slightly, okay? Because I don't want to put too much pressure on it. I'm Epsom salt soaking. I'm putting some creams on it that are better for me. I'm doing, again, I'm taking as little of things as I can, or I'm doing as little as I can to recover it, because my body's natural ability to recover itself can't be dampened. I don't want to blunt that, okay? Because then my recovery is going to be even longer. So again, make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves in the right ways. There are better ways than just popping a bunch of pills, okay?